Come on in. Jumping in here, Dave.
Coyote King.
What a hunt. Truly blessed on veteran. Right? Come on.
Get up there. There you go.
Yeah? Say hi. Okay.
All right, we got Blue on camera, and Dennis came over. We were talking about some stuff earlier, food plots and what work we're going to do this fall. So we got a plan.
Yeah, I think, you know, we were supposed to do work today.
Yeah, but apparently Pennsylvania changed its mind on the weather again, and here we are, raining and cold.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't even
Blue.
know if it's 40 degrees out there.
I don't know. It's crazy out, but I mean, you know, it's March, and this is what we get this time of year. You know, last weekend I was out trying to look for turkeys with Tim, and you know, it was cold and rainy on the morning of St. Patty's Day, and we think 2 gobbles way off, but it's just the weather's crazy right now.
Yeah, 60 the week before that.
Yeah.
Then it went to 40 last week, and now I don't think it's been out of the 30s all week.
No,
So.
no. Now next week they're calling for a little bit warmer temperatures, you know, but we're gonna have rain off and on now.
Yeah.
Through the next probably couple of weeks. It's just that time of year, but yeah, we're ready for planting. I think we got a good plan with your plot this year. You know, I think you know one of the things we want to do is expand it.
Make it bigger, yeah. Get the deer, more deer, because you know we had some deer this year. If somebody could hit something.
Well, they're still coming though.
Yeah.
I mean that food plot is just busy every single
every night.
day. You know, between.
Oh, did you see the turkey I had yesterday?
No, I didn't.
I had a nice tom yesterday about three in the afternoon.
Oh, we'll have to share that with you. Let you guys see that. You had that big flock in there, and
yeah, 2 weeks ago I had that big flock with a couple of toms.
That
was when the sun finally came out.
Yeah, that
day.
was when it was nice, and the birds were moving, and they were. I mean, I'll tell you what, for that plot. I mean, we tried to plant a little bit the year before, and it kind of sort of maybe got some clover in there and stuff, but not a whole lot. But when we did that White Rage this past year with, you know, and we half-assed it.
We did. had to get it in. That was just time was all it was.
You know, but it came up.
Yeah.
You know, now what we noticed, and we knew this going into, is we were probably missing nutrients in the soil somewhere.
Yeah.
And we saw that with the color of the leaves of the brassicas that were coming up in the White Rage.
Yeah.
You know, they were like they were a little yellowish at times.
Yeah.
But they still, the deer just
took off and
nailed
devoured them. Yeah.
You know, I mean, my God, there were so many deer tracks in there. They were making mud pies.
Yeah, you should have seen it the other day when I went.
Oh, I can imagine.
Coming down that trail when we walked down to it, it was just lit up with deer tracks.
Yeah. Well, what we're going to do this year, folks, with Ned's plot is we're going to expand it. So if you remember I don't know how many weeks it's been now, when we did our soil testing, we kind of walked it off. Ned was filming, and I was kind of going with the Onyx app on the phone to kind of make our boundary around the plot where we're going to want to expand it to and get our acreage, because it's about a 1/4 acre plot.
Right.
Is what we've kind of factored it, and that's what Rich from Killer Food Plots factored it as well when he looked at what the recommendation was. So we did our soil test, we let the soil dry. This segment is brought to you by Altera Alpaca Socks, Bison Coolers, Buck Cage, cage your next buck, Dusty W German short-haired pointers, and Killer Food Plots. You reap what you sow. We sent it back to Killer Food Plots. We got the results, and then I had the opportunity to talk with Rich for a while. And you know, we knew we needed stuff, and we do. He's recommending 5 bags of fertilizer.
Right, and 4 bags of lime.
Yeah,
for a quarter-acre plot. So
yeah, so we really got to build that soil up quite a bit yet. But for missing nutrients and what that plot produced,
yeah,
and how it drew the deer in there, I mean, once we get this right,
yeah.
I mean that stuff should be knee high.
Oh yeah, I'm excited. I
It's
was excited last year.
Yeah.
And now that we know what it needs and we're making it bigger.
Yeah, and then you were just out doing a little shed hunting
with the granddaughter.
little granddaughter there, and you guys found a couple. You found one shed right in the plot.
Right in the plot. Maybe if you keep talking, I'll run out to the truck and grab that.
Yeah,
but,
we can keep talking.
You know, surprised right where it was. It was 22 yards from the tree stand, honestly, in that little grove, I guess you would call it,
Yeah.
in between the two, you know, the tree stand, the little area in front of the tree stand that we tried to plant that's too dark. We
Right.
didn't get any growth there, but then the main plot is where he was coming through. So yeah, you know, it was nice. You keep talking. I'll go get those
Guys.
racks, and I'll be back.
All right. So yeah, so we we really have been doing a lot of planning with the plots this year. You know, so if you've been following along with our food plot videos that we've been sharing with you, the preparation and so on and so forth, you know, so what we did was at the plot on our Gantz farm, that's about 1/10 of an acre. I was up there, did a lot of work with getting some sunlight to the plot and clearing it and moving stuff out of the way, cut some trees down, and then got that frost seeded, and then went down to Daryl's and did a ton of work down there. And if you guys remember that video, literally that evening after I was done and I had that whole plot completed, frost seeded, there were 10, 15 deer in that plot that same evening that I did work for 5 hours. So, and then I was just saying about how, you know, the work that I did at the plot down on the farm and then down at Daryl's. And, you know, even what we were talking about before is there's still some work that we think that we need to do up at the farm's plot, up at our farm. There's a tree that we got to fall. Ned and I are going to hopefully work together to get that done and we'll take a look. I want to get his eyes on it to see what he thinks about for where I've opened up and if we need to open up some more, you know, down there, because that's what that plot's missing is the sunlight.
Yeah, you can tell it just didn't grow enough.
Yeah. But, you know, and I think that's the advantage that we have with your plot is we get a ton of sunlight,
yeah.
you know. But check this out, folks.
Found these the other day. If we go back in the records, I think I might have missed that one. And then I passed on this one when Dennis said I should have shot it.
That was a big bodied deer.
Yeah, I think that was that big 5. I think he had 3 on this side and 2 on the other. I mean, he was that one that I was like, oh, I should have done it, shouldn't have done it. But this one, we couldn't find the other half of this one. This was either a 7 or I can't remember if I had a small 8. But they both feel fresh. Nothing's chewed on them, so they just fell off. That one was right there on the edge of the food plot where I was.
Now, which is the one that this one?
That one, right by the food plot. And you want to chew that? You're not chewing that. So.
That's cool though. But folks, this is the thing where if you remember a couple videos ago, shed hunting in your pajamas.
Oh yeah. I got excited that day.
When you have reveal cell cameras in your spots, and that's the cool thing about them is because you could be busy doing something else and you get that alert on the app on your phone and you look at it, and I mean the big shooter that Ned was chasing all hunting season and had several encounters with him, just couldn't make it happen, was there. And the way it looked, and it did look that way because there was another smaller buck there and they were sparring and it looked like he dropped right in the plot. And Ned was still in his pajamas.
I just put boots on and I didn't even say bye to the wife. I just.
This segment is brought to you by Raptor Razor Knives, Vortex Optics, Scrape Fix, Tacticam, share your hunt, and Reveal Cellular Cameras by Tacticam.
Man, I should take that. she called me halfway to the food plot. Where are you going? I'm like, I saw something on the reveal. You know, but yeah.
No, don't you that.
But going back to that though, like then you start researching stuff, or maybe a lot of you know, don't go shed hunting until you see 70% of your bucks without the headgear on them, because otherwise you might push them off your plot and they might fall somewhere else. So actually after that pajama day, I didn't go back because I didn't find anything, and I didn't want to spook them off and have them drop somewhere else.
And they seem to hold them a lot later anymore.
This year, they were holding longer, but then I also did some more research, and the healthier the deer herd from the food that they're eating, killer food plots, they're healthier, so the headgear just stays on longer.
Yeah, and that's that's key. I mean, that's the nutrition. I mean, think about what we're going to be doing this year. The key with what we're doing is the food that we're going to be giving them. We're hoping that these 2 buck are going to obviously grow a lot bigger. They're going to be another year older as long as they don't get hit by cars. I mean, the property that we're planting where these deer are at is there is a roadway goes by there, and if you remember one of the hunts that Ned was on,
crack,
he heard one get splattered. And that happens, and you know, these deer get into the rut, they start moving around, chasing. Even now, they're moving quite a bit now.
Oh yeah.
You know, and I've seen I saw one coming out here today, closer to, the golf course past that way.
Yeah, yeah.
But
we got to get over to mine and kill some coyotes, though.
Yeah, yep.
You have access to my reveals, and because you can share your pictures with your reveal somebody, so me and Dennis share each other's cameras, but I saw a lot of tracks too in that fresh mud down in the thick stuff.
You've had a fox on there quite a bit.
Yeah, there's a good fox.
And several raccoons.
Yeah, there's those are fat raccoons too. We could call them booner raccoons.
Yeah, they're enjoying the food plot as well. But I think what we got to do is as we plant this plot, obviously we're going to share everything with you that we do. We're excited about it. I know we're going to move some tree stands around to give us a little bit better advantage, for you, your daughter, even hopefully Todd comes in. And
Todd is coming up. He's a ground blind, so I got to find a spot thick enough for him on the ground. But yeah.
Yep. And we can figure that out.
You're afraid of heights, aren't you?
Sorry, Todd.
A little brotherly love.
It is what it is. But yeah, I mean, I can't wait to see that. I can't wait to see how. I think the plots are going to do really well this year.
I think all of them, now that we know.
And I think one of the things that we didn't do the last 2 years is we didn't soil test. And I was soil testing up to that point, and I think that really talks volumes to what soil testing does. Because if you don't know what you're missing in your soil, you don't know how stuff's going to grow. Right. You don't know what to put down. I mean, we were putting lime down, we were putting fertilizer down, but we weren't putting enough.
How much? So
we weren't putting enough, and I can't stress enough. Every year you should soil test. It's just going to give you that advantage. It's gonna, and you're gonna listen. You're gonna spend money, okay? So instead of maybe spending too much or not enough. Or maybe if you got a bunch of them, like we go, we help split the cost. But you can't stress the soil test enough, because you need to know what's in there. You're going to spend money on seed. If you don't have the soil right, and you put that seed down and it doesn't grow, it's a waste.
Yeah. Because all 3 different food plots we got, and we all need more nutrients to each one. I need 5 bags of fertilizer, 4 bags of lime. You need 2 and 1.
Yep.
And we're planting the same seed, so it's you got to do the soil test.
Yeah, you just your soil, like it's you just got to know what the soil is, and that's the key. And the cool thing with Killer Food Plots is you can get that soil test kit. Order it right at their website, www.killerfoodplots.com. If you want to save 10%, use WBH10 on the percent sign. It'll save you 10% courtesy of us here at Wild Bout Huntin. But you get that kit, you send it back to them. Within 2 weeks, you're going to have the results. And if you're not sure how to interpret those results, you reach out to Rich at Killer Food Plots, and he will be more than glad to sit and review the stuff, give you recommendations as to what you should put down there.
Yeah.
Because listen, we're not experts when it comes to that. That's
No.
why we rely on the expert.
Yeah.
And he has helped us tremendously, and we're excited for this year's planting.
Yep.
You know?
I know I am after last year's,
Yeah.
growth.
Mm-hmm.
So.
And one of the things I'm going to do up at my plot up on the farm is I'm going to put a little water hole in this year.
Oh yeah, you said that. Yeah.
So that's going to be key, and we're going to be using, the Aqua Shield in that water hole to keep the water good, keep all those bugs and larvae out of there. So it's got a good nutritional type of a water. God bless you, Boo, and and that's key. So if you're curious, if you've got ponds on your farm or on your property, and it gets like a lot of sediment on there, it's not clear, it's not clean, it just doesn't look like it's a good water. Check out Aqua Shield. That's a great product to really help. And if you've got fish in that water, it's not going to harm the fish.
Right.
That's the cool thing about it. But yeah, man, I'm excited about it. It's going to be a good time.
Yep.
So
Fishing's coming up. Turkey's coming up.
Yeah.
This rain doesn't help because the river was at good fishing level at just under 5, and now it's going to 10.
Oh yeah.
Can't fish on the Susquehanna at anything probably over 6 or 7. Some of you may disagree. You can argue. I'll take it. Just the muddy river that we got.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, no, fishing season's coming. We're excited for that. Opening day is coming up April 6th for the trout fishermen.
Trout, yeah.
So my wife and I will be out. We enjoy that. And then we've got spring turkey coming. I'm going to be heading up to New York for, I think, the youth weekend with Daryl and Lewis and their kids, because that comes in the weekend before the youth weekend here in Pennsylvania this year. So I'm going to go up there and chase them around and film them, and then come back and chase them around here in PA the next weekend, and then the weekend after that is opening
we can go
for us to go. So we're hoping that we have a really good turkey season.
Yeah. My youth guy grew up.
Yeah.
Hunter is Hunter. Yeah, Hunter is on his own this year with the big guys. So
yeah.
As you saw him last year, whack one with the bow, but he got away.
Yeah.
That was a good.
Came in so nice.
Yeah,
too.
with all the Tacticams.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I think, the shot looked good.
I thought it did. I think he just chased it.
I think if he wouldn't have gone after it, they might have found that. I think just by going after it, that bird just had enough in it, just sailed and went on to a property that you guys couldn't go on to, and it's unfortunate. That's hunting.
Yeah, he was excited. I get it.
Oh, absolutely.
Left me alone in the blind though. Thanks.
Toss
Hunter.
the blind.
Yeah, he tossed that. If you heard all that going, that was because the microphone fell off him. He's dragging my mic through the 100 yards of running.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, that was a good time.
It was fun, but all right. Well, guys, folks, we appreciate you guys watching it. Rainy day, we figured we'd sit around the fire, talk a little hunting, a little food plot, kind of keep you involved as far as what we're doing there, and go. Let us know what you're doing. Are you getting ready to plant? Are you getting ready to fish? Are you getting ready to go turkey hunting? Put a comment down there, click like, subscribe if you haven't done so already.
And don't forget, tripleplaybarn.com
/hunt.
Get our new apparel line.
Absolutely. We're going to have some to show you here very soon. We're just waiting for it to come in ourselves. But Chad Nagy's done a great job of our new apparel site there. And, so check it out. A lot of cool stuff. Maybe, adult for the men, women's apparel, kids. We've got some cool novelty stuff. If you're a golfer, there's a golf towel on there, so you can support us when you're out on the course. If you like coffee like we do, there's a coffee mug on there. So a lot of cool stuff. We appreciate it. Every purchase you guys make really helps us out to continue to do just what we're doing here, and also getting out there, sharing some goofy stuff with you, and all the ups and downs that we encounter throughout an entire season. So hopefully
Thanks
we
for coming
find
over. Thanks
bigger
for bringing the new sprayer, and
Yeah.
we'll have to get out and go for a walk too
Yeah,
to
we
find some
will.
more of these.
As soon as it stops raining, we'll have to do that again.
Because
So.
you had some dandies after the season on your reveal. I
Yeah,
saw too,
and
that were
I'm
still
starting,
holding.
and now I'm seeing shed deer on the cameras.
Are you good?
So they're dropped. So now we got to go look for them. So,
Yep.
all right, folks. Well, hey, thanks again. We appreciate you watching, and as always, we'll see you on the next one. Hopefully they're bigger.
Yeah, we'll be next year.
Yeah, nice.